Ron, your guys got off to a good start offensively against BC and kind of rode that momentum the rest of the game. Did the poor shooting early tonight contribute to the problems at the other end of the court?
Yeah, I think that when you don't shoot the ball well, it impacts your defense, especially when you're not as, experienced as you need to be. Offense definitely impacts your D. When the ball's going in, everything seems, to flow a little easier. As disappointing as this is, I hate to tell you that this is as the head coach of the program right now. I know that our fans want to win, and I mean there's not a single fan out there that wants to win more than I do. And I'm extremely disappointed in the way that that the team came out, and that is on me as their head coach, that I did not get them rallied up and ready to compete with their hair on fire like we needed to today. So I got to do a much better job of that.
Yeah, I think Burton had their first 9 points and 15 in the first half. I'm sure he was a big part of the scouting plan going into the game. What happened? Did you guys just lose him? Is he that good? How do you see that?
I mean, he's a first conference. I mean, a all-conference performer preseason for a reason. He's averaging 20 points a game. That's consistency. He's good. He's really talented. He can shoot it from the three. He can get to the mid-range. He can get to the free throw line as well. So he was a major focus today. We didn't do the job that we needed to on him. So credit to him for his ability to, still perform at that level, even though he's the focus of the scouting report.
Yeah, I guess defensively, you've had some ebbs and flows. You've had some better games like the SMU game, and then a day like today. What are you seeing that's kind of going wrong out there?
Yeah, we're never going to make excuses. A lot of this stuff, I always like to say that, energy trumps strategy. And I got to do a better job of getting the guys revved up. Ready to kind of come out and almost, rabid in a way to compete harder. That's on me. We got to continue to rebound the ball well. Sometimes we do get stops and give up the offensive rebound, and that hurts us. We were out. Sharma didn't play today. It kind of impacted our rotation, especially having a primary ball handler being out on the floor. Rhodey didn't practice the last 2 days. He was kind of hemmed up a little bit, so give him a lot of credit for his toughness. And even though he wasn't feeling great, that he still came out on the floor and laid it out, on the line for a sellout crowd on our home court. Definitely, thankful for him for, not being 100%, but still going out there and giving it all he's got.
Coming out the locker room, you got Jacob the ball a couple times inside. He converted on both. Was that something you discussed in the locker room, or did that just naturally happen?
No, we did. We wanted to play through the high post. They were switching a lot of the ball screens, and then they were trapping the post. So we had to find a different way to get interior touches. With the back to the basket, it probably wasn't going to be the best. So we decided to attack it a different way.
And early in the second half, they got a couple of open looks from their three-point shooters. Mm-hmm. Was that just miscommunication? Did they do something different coming out the locker room with those actions?
No, I think that they just set really good screens for their shooters. We hit too many screens. We can't be screen magnets. We have to be able to navigate those and stay step for step. I have to watch the video to tell you exactly what happened there. We shouldn't have that level of separation, on guys that are what we consider green guys on our scouting report.
Hey, was there something wrong with Kofi today? He seemed to be passing up on a lot of shots today, some open shots.
No, we just don't want to shoot the ball, on the first side. We want to make sure that we make the teams defend, some. Jacob's three-point shot is going to be there, whether it's in the first 10 seconds or the next 15 seconds. So what we want to do is make teams work a lot harder on defense.
Okay. All right, we'll take just 2 more. All right, 3 more.
I know it's still early in the conference schedule, not even halfway through, but does the pressure of not everybody getting into the conference tournament, you guys talk about that, discuss that, and where you are in the league standings?
No, we definitely understand what's at stake. The word pressure, I don't honestly. We don't function in that space. It's just the situation. It's what it is. We're competing for something right now. We're competing to try to get in there. So we have a purpose, and that's the goal here, to step on the floor and compete with that level of tenacity, with that level of hunger, make sure that we try to get in there.
Isaac scored 14 of your first 18, did not score after that. Did Notre Dame, were you happy with the shots he got after that initial flurry?
Yeah. He got off to a great start, and we wanted to keep, feeding him the ball. Again, when you lose a ball handler that's responsible for that, it kind of throws off your rhythm a little bit. And we went into the bench. We had guys that didn't get him the ball at the right spots. But I'm sure that at halftime they went in. They said, "Man, this kid's got 14 at half. Let's not let him do that." And I think they planned well to make it even harder for him. And I think it impacted, the quality of shots he got. I think he still got some good ones in the second half. Didn't make them, but we still encourage him to keep taking them.
You mentioned energy a lot. Is that something you're noticing is not there during the week? Are you talking to individual guys about that during the week? Just how does that kind of manifest itself?
No, it's not. It's just it has to be there. Like that's just a ticket, and you can have great energy and effort when you're 100%, but after 2 sprints up the floor, you're going to lose that. You got to be able to play when you're tired. You got to play with the same level of intensity, after you get a couple of sprints up and down the floor. And, some guys just have to learn how to fight through some of that.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.